Welcome to the Man Lucrative Podcast. I am your host, the one, the only Magneto 7 in the building. I'm here. I am here another week. I am blessed. You are blessed. How about you? God is good. You say all the time. All of the people that responds to God is good, and they say sometimes, but or they say, if I say God is good, they say, what you mean? I'm like, I don't know. But welcome to episode 1. This is episode 157. Episode 157. Have y'all noticed for the past couple of weeks, I kind of stopped saying, I stopped saying, I'm here again. I finally made it, right? Because it's something I learned. And I'm going to shout everybody out, as I always do at the beginning of every pod. I shout everybody out. I see somebody says naturally, and she had a little profile picture just pop up. Where you at? What up? She was vibe. Yo, if you a dude with a podcast and you don't appreciate women, there's something wrong with you. Like all of the dudes that be like, man, I ain't going 50 with no woman. This is just all she wanted everything. She want everything. And I be like, don't you want everything too? Huh? Ty Tribbett, everything. Everything to me. All right, anyway. So yeah, what I was about to say is, what I've learned is I stopped doing the whole thing with when I say I'm here another week, I finally made another week. I stopped doing that because what I learned is a lot of the times people have to keep going through their learning process. Like a lot of people just quit while they're in the middle of learning whatever the thing is they need to learn. So what happens if you don't learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn? You got to repeat the lesson all over again. Right? Just like I had to repeat a semester of college. I was a 5-year graduate for a 4-year degree. Y'all put the numbers together. But anyway, I've just learned, like, you have to fall in love with whatever the thing that you're trying to do, like the next version of yourself. You have to fall in love with the next version of yourself. Sometimes the next version of yourself will require you to go back to school and get another education. Sometimes the next version of yourself has to deal with how you and your temper are. Like, how are you dealing with people? Like, when you respond to somebody, are you responding to them in a good manner? Or are you just like, I'm going to give you the first thing that come to mind and say, F this nigga. Bring it, nigga. You walk off. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing the Kendrick Lamar references at some point in the podcast. I'm going to stop. But it's so many different things. Every time I hear Not Like Us, I hear another aspect. Because if you're we got to turn it off. It's cool. But every time, there we go. Every time I hear Not Like Us, and if you are a podcaster or you are somebody in the entertainment space, y'all let me know if y'all can identify with what I'm saying. But every time I hear Not Like Us, I pick up a different aspect of what he's saying. Like, Not Like Us could be not like us in the entertainment business. It could be not like us in sports. It could be not like us when it comes to relationships. It's a whole and that's just the title alone. So then you unpack every other aspect. It's like, yo, it could be I hear different aspects of everything. Like the 69 boys. Shouts out to the Box Boy. The Box 69 boys, what up? That will forever be an inside joke. So everybody on Patreon, y'all just have to know. You have to come to a music review to understand, or you have to be a part of our lucrative community, which everybody that's a producer, if you're a singer, songwriter, you're a dancer, you're a stripper, whatever you do, you can become, you can come. I've been in a goofy mood. But right now, you have the ability to come through. You can join the lucrative community. I will be giving you 1 week for free. I will coach you 1 week for free. You come after that, it's $20 a month. But you get music reviews, all of my master classes, which we got a master class coming up too. But master classes, music reviews, emotional support. If you need emotional support, just come. I'm here for you, and you're here for me, huh? All right, Let me shout everybody out. Let me shout everybody out. Let me see. Claudia, hey girl, what up? What up? Welcome. Love Fallen Star, what up? Appreciate the little tiny dinosaur. Yo, I am always surprised by the people that tip on TikTok. I appreciate you for that, though. I really do. My cousin Uncle Walter Boy. My cousin Uncle Walter Boy, what up? Latrice Rivers, what up? I mean, no. Hey girl, what up? Y'all know I have to lighten my approach when I see the women in the chat. I gotta lighten their approach, change it up. But anyway, John, what up? Ken, what up? Ken Michaels, what up? All right, let's go to Instagram right quick. Charles, what up? I saw Amy earlier, but what's up with the chat? But everybody on Instagram, what's up? Everybody on Facebook, what's up? Darius on YouTube, what's going on? Angela, what's up? Jacob, what's up? Thank y'all for rocking. Y'all literally been rocking with me the whole year. All right, one more moment. Then we're gonna start the pod. I have to always take time out to show my appreciation for the people that support me through this whole journey. Because what's happened is I have literally uprooted myself from a certain industry. And the industry I was in the whole maintenance side of things, right? Maintenance, like water mains and fixing pipes. You know, I'm not trying to be nasty. I'm talking about real pipes, like water pipes. But fixing stuff, and I have, over the past couple of years, I've been morphing into going online, not only for self-gratification. What I've learned is, when you start developing a business that can be cultivated online, you can reach a lot more people and be effective in front of a lot of more people versus just trying to touch everybody, like touch and reach everybody hand in hand, like out the trunk, right? For the people that's from my class of age, right? I'll say my class of age. For us, we used to have to like pack up, print the CDs, put it in the back of the truck, put it in the back of the car, and go drive up and down the East Coast. Now everything is accessible online. So what I've learned is that's way more effective when it comes to trying to do business and developing new businesses. Also, when you're in the maintenance side of doing work, like contracting, sheetrock, laying bricks, siding on properties, landscape, when it comes to all of that stuff, it beats up your body. It literally beats up your body back to back. And what happens is you start getting wore down. And unfortunately, a lot of my contractor friends get stuck having to do contract work for the rest of their lives. And some of them do build teams. But what happens if your team drop out? Now you got to go out there and do the job. So what I've seen over time, a lot of my contractor friends don't have the ability to stop doing what they're doing, even if they're going through issues with health, even if they're going through marital issues, if they're going through some of them with substance abuse. A lot of them can't stop doing what they're doing because they have to go out there and do what they're doing to make the check. So what I've learned is online, of course, you still got to do the work. And I think that's why I'm trying to impart the whole work aspect to my newer, Gen Z? The Gen Zers, right? I think it's Gen Z because I'm a millennial. So all the Gen Zs. I'm trying... Jesus. You can't... I never can just overstep my mess ups. I just got to call out my own self. But anyway, I'm trying to give them the work ethic that we grew up with. Because what happens if you have the work ethic along with the technology that's going to make the work a little bit easier? You can go out here and do numbers. Absolutely kill the game. Like, do your thing. So that's why I'm here. I'm here to do all that stuff. And now I feel great. I do what I love every day. I get to talk to y'all. I get to produce the music. I get to just do all this, sit on panels. What's up? We here. All right. So I don't think I have any recaps for the weekend. I just want to jump straight in. We got to pay the bills. All right. So first up, the end of August. I just said the end of August. Right now, we have registration going on for the next masterclass in August. The next masterclass in August will consist of music productions, royalty and publishing, AI technology, which that's going to be a fun subject to go over. Also, we're going over contracts, and I'm helping producers and songwriters and everybody in this musical space figure out how to brand yourself, right? The masterclass is actually a 3-day event. It's a 3-day event, and I will be with y'all for roughly 3, maybe 4 hours every day. 3, maybe 4 hours a day. But I want to make sure that everybody is equipped with building their product. What's happening is this. This is what's happening, then we're going to get to our first thing. What's happened is over time, we all have kind of diluted the way we perceive entertainment because a lot of people have come into the business and colonized it low-key. I don't have another word. I'm sorry. It is what it is. It's colonization, right? They have gentrified music. They have gentrified music. And when I say they, I'm not talking about white people because I know a lot of people like to, oh, you talking about why you got to make it a white and black thing. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. That's not. So keep up with the story. Keep up with the story. Like Pops. Bang, 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 bang. You got to coordinate. All right. So anyway. What's happened is over time, a lot of people have come into the music business and they've seen it as a cash cow. And when I say a lot of people, when I say I'm not making it a white or black thing, guess what? It's a lot of dope boys that got into the music business to clean their money up. Let's just call a thing a thing. A lot of dope boys came into the music business and say, I don't really care. Yo, buddy rap. Buddy rap over there. And it's really legal. It's legal. I don't want to make this a deep pod. I really don't want to do this. But it's really legal money laundering. How they've treated the music business. All of y'all that's out there doing this, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying, I'm calling a thing from a creative aspect. So a lot of people have come into the music business and they've treated it as a money laundering thing. So I'm going to come in. I got this artist over here. I'm going to put them on. I'm going to put the bag behind them. After I put the bag on them, I'm going to put them on tour. And I've even heard, they said, I heard, not me, not seen. I haven't seen anything. If you are fed and you're watching me right now, I've seen nothing. I've just heard some things about why certain artists go on tours and what happens on those tour buses and some of the things that's been caught on the interstate while they're on the tour bus, if you catch my drift, right? It is a form of cleaning up the money. That's why a lot of dope boys got into the music business. So when they do that, what happens is all of the creative people that's genuinely creative normally don't get the look because the dope boy is only going to put the money behind the person that's in the hood that they can physically touch in person. I know little so-and-so over here on the east side, little so-and-so on the west side, on the south side. He be on corner, he be hustling. He doing his thing. He rap a little bit. They put money behind that person. So when that person gets on, the only thing that they've only seen in life have been struggle. They have seen people die. They've seen people get hooked on drugs. They've seen all of the impoverished. No more poverty. I got merch too. I got new merch coming out too, man. New merch. What's up? But all of the person sees is poverty music driven subjects. Over and over and over. And it's implemented and it's a part of their DNA until they get somebody like me to come across and say, yo, that's poverty music. You ain't got nothing else to write about. You ain't got nothing else. What about your little sister? What about your little brother? What about your mama? What do you want to do for your mama besides buy her a house? What do you think? How do you feel when you feel neglected? And that's what I like to do, what I do, right? I like doing that. But until they reach somebody like me, the dope boy has officially put money behind this dude that's only seen poverty music driven subjects. So now when they take that person to the label don't really care. They're just trying to survive. They're trying to make sure that they got their next artist that they could put out and get a little bit of money off of, because it's low-key money laundering for them too. And should I not say this? I just thought about it. Maybe I shouldn't say some of this stuff. We have to mute it. But no, that's what this is. The music and entertainment business. We all know. All right, let's just call a thing a thing. We've heard for years that Vegas was sponsored by mobsters. Voila. We all heard that. Well, at least it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy that exists. We'll say that. So I say that to say this. I feel like now, being that all of those little tricks ain't working, now the creative person that's really, really dope will start getting the eyes. They'll start seeing, okay, this person is dope over here. And it's not because of the dope boy has money to put behind the artist, but the artist is doing their thing online. They have the built-in fan equity that's going to come to their page every day. What they post. Oh, they posted that. That's funny. They comment on stuff. They sharing stuff. That is officially our new equity. That's officially our new equity. So I'm going to keep pushing y'all to build. But anyway, I got off subject. That's why I will be teaching branding in the next masterclass for August. So anybody that wants to sign up for the masterclass in August, again, one last time. August masterclass registration is open now. I'll be covering music production, royalty, publishing, AI technology, contracts, branding, and getting your ish together. Right? If you want to sign up, I will have that link in the bio. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Instagram, it will be in my link tree. If you're watching on TikTok, it'll be on link tree. And anywhere else, just DM me or just shoot me an email. My email is everywhere. It's literally everywhere. So, all right, let's get to the pod. Let's get to the pod. Almost an hour in. Let's get to the pod, right? All right. So I got a few things to cover because y'all been sending me stuff all week and I love it. Richard Simmons passing. Rest in peace to Richard Simmons. I think a lot of people forget how, and I'm not going to make, this is not a dog pile on the LGBTQ plus community. So before y'all try to clip me up, he said that. No. For y'all, nah. Call your dogs off. I'm actually standing for you in this particular situation, right? If we can remember how the LGBTQ plus community was between 80 to 85 to 90 to 95 to maybe early 2000s, right? They were like the lost people that don't have and that's what the society said. They were the lost people that don't have a voice and we don't really need to pay them no attention. They just over there. They're weird. They're the weird people, right? That's what everybody said. Out of all of that right there, Richard Simmons was one of the people that was like, yo, I'm here. I'm flamboyant. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to wear the short shorts. I'm going to wear the sequence shirt. And I'm going to work out in this joint. And I'm going to be fabulous and I'm going to do my thing. And I love the fact that he was brave enough during that time period. Now it's like, it's just a thing. Like, it is what it is. But back then, you really had to be brave and jumping out there and saying what you felt. You could not, like, a lot has changed, y'all. A lot done changed. So I want to make sure that we, like, respect the people that were the pioneers for this thing. Elton John's another one. Now, Little Richard, he never really said nothing. But we all know. Right? But yo, I love the fact that we had this, and he's a white guy. It's a double whammy, like, wow. But yeah, I just love the fact that he was who he was during that time period. So, R.I.P. to Richard Simmons, R.I.P. Now we're gonna go all the way to the right. So let me tell y'all this. These are some of the subjects people have been sending in on Instagram the whole week, and I purposely not talk about certain things on the podcast because I like to see things develop. Hold up, dude. I saw yo International Lulu. What up, big dog? What up? I ain't seen you. Oh, Trivy. What up, girl? I ain't seen you. Well, I saw you Sunday because you're part of the Lucrative community. Shouts out to the Lucrative community. You know what I mean? Everybody keep wondering when I say Lucrative community what I'm talking about. Just join. Links in my bio too. I literally have 1,000 things to help y'all do certain things. But anyway, I'm going to go through some of these subjects that y'all been wanting me to talk about on the pod. And I think it's just... All right, so the first subject was Trump's ear. Why do y'all want me to talk about this stuff? I just want to know. Like, can somebody on Patreon or Instagram, TikTok, y'all freely tell me why y'all want me to talk about this stuff? Just tell me. All right, so I'm gonna go through the subjects and then I'll tell y'all. All right, so they want me to talk about Trump's ear. They want me to talk about perseverance. That's a different one. They want me to talk about hip hop hits and Trump's idea of black jobs. Y'all want me to kill my whole algorithm on YouTube. Y'all want me to kill my whole algorithm. All right, so we gonna do it anyway. I don't care. I was talking about it. So this is my thing. I gotta make my words real. I gotta choose my words light with like a toothpick comb like that. So this is what I think. It's not a secret. It's not a secret by now. A lot of people, if you know, now I will say this. I will be the first to tell you this. Although I sway a little conservative, I am more so an independent. I'm more so an independent because I am not one of the people that believe in believing nothing at face value. I'm going to read into everything, right? I am the lost person that society is trying to detonate. I'm the guy that's the most medium, not mid. I'm not mid. I'm excellent, huh? I'm not. Look, that's just like a black man, ain't it? You want to call me mid? I'm not mid. I'm excellent. But anyway, I'm one of the most mild-mannered, mild-tempered type of people unless you push me to a certain level. If you push me, which that takes a lot. That takes a whole lot, right? Case in point, I almost chopped my finger off a few years ago, right? And I play piano like this. Right? I almost chopped my finger off a few years ago. I was working on like this nice, it was like this tabletop thing that we were going to put in the living room. And I just went, no, that wasn't the one. Did this a few times. This particular time, a refrigerator landed on my finger because I was trying to help a guy move this industrial refrigerator into a restaurant. Refrigerator came down on my finger, almost sliced that joint off, right? I was even like this. Wow. That was my response. Most people like, oh, no. That wasn't my response. My response was like, man, that's crazy. I got a paper towel. I was like, man, hopefully it'll be all right. Then I went back to working. That's the type of dude that I am, right? So I say that to say this. When it comes to the political climate, a lot of the things that happen in media don't move me. A lot of the stuff, I am going to read into it. I'm not going to just say, oh, it was a hit on them. I don't know that it was a hit. Just like I don't know that it was a setup. Just like it's a lot of things that I don't know, right? So what I do know is I can read somebody's policies and I say, okay, based off of this, they believe in doing this. And based off of my morals and based off of my character, I'm going to vote for this person based off of this, right? And I group everything in like just quadrants. Same thing with my local elections. I rate that the same way. I'm not going to vote for a certain mayor because they're black. I'm not going to vote for a certain mayor because they're white. I'm not even going to vote for a certain mayor because they believe in a certain financial system and they're trying to push a certain narrative. And if I do this in this side of town, then it'll affect them and it'll boost the property value and everybody over here be rich. And then the black people say, oh, you trying to kick us out. And the white people say, oh, we get property value. But all of these little innuendos that just exist, that stuff don't move me. It takes a lot to move me, right? So I say that to say, I don't know. As far as y'all want me to talk about the Trump ear thing, what does it mean? Does it encourage the white voter? Does it promote violence? I can't say that. Because see what's happening is this. And I want y'all to just this might kill the whole algorithm. I thought about this might kill the whole algorithm. But anyway, we're here. I feel like whenever we get in the spaces of saying That happened. And now, since, case in point, all right, let's do it like this. Run the scenario. Everybody saw the shot on TV. Everybody has still shotted the shot of the video. They've still shotted everything. And then everybody have come to conclusions based off of, watch this. They're not coming up with the conclusions based off of evidence. They're coming up with conclusions based off of feelings. Think about it. If you really, everybody on TikTok, I'm going to slide this joint to the side. We're going to figure out why TikTok does this too. We got to get them on the laptop. We got to get them over here. But anyway, until the little puzzle piece comes up on this, there's a puzzle piece. Everybody on Patreon, give me 1 hot second. 1 second. Got to have a still. There we go. All right, here we go. We're good. So what I've noticed is everybody makes these broad statements, and everybody makes these broad conclusions based off of feelings. Case in point. Everybody saw, not everybody saw. Everybody's been looking at and following the Young Thug case, right? Everybody's been following that. Everybody's going through a RICO charge. It's in Atlanta. And everybody's kind of looked at the whole Trump thing with the prosecutors of Atlanta and all that. Everybody look at the same thing. Everybody's literally seeing the exact same thing at the same time. Can we say we have actually seen something, like the evidence of something? Have we seen it and we're making a conclusion based off of that? Or can we say, based off of my feelings, I'm going to say this? I think we lean towards the feelings. One reason I'll say that is everybody's analyzing the same piece of content, which is the video of Trump getting the ear shot off. Well, not shot off, but the ear popped. I'll say that. The ear popped. Everybody has seen the video of it happening, but all of the comments that comes up and even all of the media outlets, realize this. Media outlets are only built up. Media outlets are only built from people that's their job. Like, they don't have trying to think of the right words. Media outlets aren't the truth. I can say that. A basic media outlet is not the truth. They're not the end all thing. So when we see something like Fox, or we see something like NBC, ABC, ESPN, even when we see all of these big news outlets, they're made up of people and people have certain feelings. Even the program director has a certain way that they feel about certain things. They vote a certain way. Their ideologies are based off of this thing. Their spiritual beliefs, they have a certain thing. So I can't necessarily look at the TV and say, based off of what they just said on the news, or even the big pages on social, IG, TikTok, YouTube, even based off of that, everybody's going to come up with their own conclusions based off of their feelings. Right? And this is something I can't remember who it was. It may have been, it wasn't Cat Williams. It wasn't Cat Williams. It was one of the comedians that was on Joe Rogan's show a while ago. He said, what's the issue? No, it wasn't a comedian. It was Stephen A. Smith. It was Stephen A. Smith on Patrick Bet-David's podcast a few months ago. And of course, everybody knows Patrick Bet-David is like super Republican-y, right? Everybody knows like Stephen A. Smith is somewhat heavy Democrat, right? He has old black ideology. That's just what he believes, period. So you have both of these colliding heads going back and forth on a podcast talking about their beliefs in what the politics should be and what this should be. And this means this and this means this. And the whole time I saw Patrick Bet-David low-key probing Stephen A. Smith to try to bring him over to the Republican side. And Stephen A. Smith made a comment that was like, I was like, that is perfectly said. He said the exact, like the perfect thing. He said what Stephen A. Smith said to Patrick Bet-David's response, because Patrick kept saying, so if you do this, then that means you believe in being a Republican, right? And then Stephen A. Smith was like, nah, not necessarily so. He was like, what that means is, I don't know. That's what Stephen A. Smith said. Stephen A. Smith said, well, based off of what y'all say on the same subject, the Republicans are right. And then this party over here says the Democrats are right. And this party over here, he said, so when it comes to the black voter, even the educated black voter, a lot of us are filtering. We're trying to filter through the mess. And we're trying to say, okay, based off of this, I don't know if you're telling me the truth or not. And I was like, yo, that is such a genuine response. That is such a genuine response from a black person's point of view. So I say that to say this: when it comes to the whole Trump stuff, I don't know. I can't say that I know. TikTok, we still up. If the joint cancels, I'll restart y'all. If it cancels, I'll restart it. But yeah, that's my response to the Trump thing. I don't know. I will say this. Again, y'all remember when I said it a little bit earlier. I said it takes a lot to sway me one way or the other. And when it comes, I'm not an emotionally driven man. I'm just not. It takes, even if somebody if somebody walked through my back door, stood right in front of me and said, you mother effer, I'm a blah, 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 blah. If they did that, I'm like, okay, why you gonna do that? What made you come all the way down the street or all the way down the side and come in my back? Who told you that the back door was open? I'm gonna ask questions. I'm not gonna. It's even at gunpoint. I'm gonna ask questions because I just want to know, like, what's causing you mentally to make this decision at this point in time. I want to know, and maybe I'm a little bit weird with that. I'm willing to be weird. Hold up, Chris Sabian. What up, big dog? Chris, I miss you, bro. I have not seen you in no community meetups. I know you're probably working, but I miss you, big dog. But yeah, that's my Trump response. Let me see what other subjects y'all had for me. Oh yeah, do I think it promotes violence from the January 6th? Okay, this is my thing. I thought we were done with this. I don't think the January 6th thing was what it was. I don't think so. And when I say that, I'm gonna say it like this. Phrase it a certain way, and then if I cause you to think, then you'll be like, oh, I get what you mean. Okay. All right. So let's say that there's something that's threatening your life, and I'm not saying that that's what the whole Jan 6 thing was about, but I'm just saying, let's say, right, and let's change the color to primarily black people fighting for a Democrat. All right, let's change the color, change all of that stuff. What happens in the same situation? How many people? Y'all let me know if y'all watching this on YouTube or y'all watching this on Patreon. Y'all let me know how many people and how different do you think the event would be for Jan 6 if it was all black? Right? I'm gonna say it would never happen because they'll be dead. Everybody got shot. Period. So I think we're in a weird place. I'll say that. Man, I'm gonna end with I'll end with the Trump black jobs and then we'll go to some other stuff. But I think we're in a weird place. I think we are finally in the position where we're not in a position. We're finally in a place where people are willing to see different perspectives, right? I think a perspective is a gift to humanity. Perspective, not money. Sometimes love, but love could cause you to kill somebody. So not necessarily love, right? But perspective is the gift to humanity. I say that because you can't, as a black man, you'll never be white. As a white man, you will never be black, right? As a white woman, you'll never be a black woman. It's a reoccurring thing. You will never be that version of that person. Never. I don't care how much money you get. I don't care where you stay, your financial status, your job description. I don't care. You will never be that version of that person. So what you can do is have perspective, right? I can perceive a certain thing, or I can hear you out to understand your perception and understand your point of view, and then make my analysis and make my conclusion based off of what you told me. Based off of how you move, I can say, okay, based off of that, this is how you move. All right, cool. That's what it is, right? So I like to say everybody has perspectives, and let's say nobody's right. Let's say nobody's right. What does that put us? Back at square one. Back at square one. What makes sense? What's going to benefit the most people? What's going to cause some type of forward movement, right? Because I'll say this, and I'll probably, all of my pro-black people will probably be mad at me for saying it, but I do feel like we have gotten to, or we've come to a certain place, and that probably stopped in the 90s. I think it stopped in the 90s. As black people, not as humans, as black people. I feel like it stopped in the 90s. What I think stopped is the camaraderie, how it was in the, I'm gonna say 60s probably, the camaraderie. The genuine hope that your brother makes it to a certain level and all of y'all win, I think that's dead. I think it's dead. Back then, you had Bo Diddley down the street that had the peanut shop, and Buddy over here had the convenience store, and over here they had the dang on farm, and everybody worked together, and everybody wanted somebody to make it. Everybody had to just, you had a job to do, and if you did your job, we all win, right? That's how it was then. If you did your job, we all win. Case in point. If the farmer over here that has all of the vegetables, the corn and all this stuff, right? If he does his part and he tends to his garden, now he could go over to Bo Diddley's shop, and the shop has produce, has everything, groceries and all that stuff. So he officially has a trade for the store owner. Now, since the store owner is in that neighborhood, everybody from that neighborhood can go spend money at that store owner. The store owner makes some money. Everybody from the neighborhood has their food, and they're living and they're surviving and they're developing businesses, and everybody's winning. Everybody's playing their own job. They're playing their position. So why would I want the guy down here with the farm to lose? Why would I pray against him and say, "Yeah, I hope his joint burn"? I hope he don't. No, you see these niggas over here that's like this. I feel like that's where we are now. I feel like now it's a lot of people that's just cold. I feel like a lot of people are just cold right now. Nobody cares. Right back then, right? And I have to go back there because I feel like if we don't really shed light on how that was, we'll just continue the same path of I'ma take. I hope you lose. Nigga die. Freak ass nigga, you're a 6'9" guy. Right? So then if that guy lost, if the farmer lost and all of his produce and what they call it back in the day? The locusts. If the locusts came and eat the locusts got on all the vegetables and ate right? The locust ate all of the vegetables from the farmer's garden, right? Now he don't have nothing that he could trade with the convenience store. Now the convenience store don't have produce for the families that's in the neighborhoods to eat off of that produce. That's what happened. Or that's what's happening now. I feel like we got to get back to the point where everybody wants people to win. You got to want people to win. If you want people to win, I feel like that'll be the solution to some of it. And this is leading us into the Trump black jobs thing. I did not want the whole pod to be about Trump. But anyway, we're here. The whole Trump black jobs thing, I'm not emotionally driven. I study analytics. I study where we are as an economy. Like economy, I study that stuff. All right, let's look at it. What is the average if you yourself, let's say you right now are about to go to work and you are black. What is the job that you work? Then you're gonna be like, I get it. All right. I think that's a good way to do it, ain't it? I know. I told you, I think about stuff all the time. If you yourself are black and you are getting ready for work right now. You are looking at this podcast. You listening to this podcast. And you say, man, I'm about to go to work, man. I'm about to go get this check, get this 40 hours this week. I'm going to have some fun for the rest of the week. What is the job that you're going to do? What are you about to do? A lot of it might be the mechanics, right? I'm going to say this because it's not, I think because people heard the idea of black jobs, because they heard black jobs, they got in their feelings. And they automatically assumed that he's talking about like McDonald's. Or they automatically assume he was talking about just bottom of the barrel jobs. I think that's what the average person was thinking. But when I think of black jobs, it's a lot of black folk I know making 100,000 plus. They making good money, but guess what? It is a labor-induced job. Even if you are a registered nurse, and I know a lot of people say, well, you got a white nurse too. It's true, facts. But that's why I say don't get in your feelings. You can't get in your feelings about certain things. Just analyze what it is. I'm thinking about a lot of labor-induced jobs. You talking about nurses. You might even talk about doctors. This black doctors. But you still have to go trade your time to get the check. You got to trade your time to get the check. People like him, when I say him, I'm talking about Trump and the people like on the upper echelon side, like the 1%ers. When they think of making money, they don't automatically think I'm about to go work a job to make this money. When they think about making money, they think about, okay, if I buy this Apple Watch, right? I got this watch on right now, but this is Apple Watch, right? The average CEO of a company will see an Apple Watch as an investment from so many different standpoints. First off, they'll say, okay, well, this is technology. All right, cool. It works. What happens with this? All right, so yeah, and this is the Apple employee explaining the Apple Watch, right? So what happens with this? So what happens is, you get your watch, then you go in, and then you can set your schedule. Everything's da-da-da-da-da-da. And the CEO that has to check, or the 1%er that has to check, will say, yeah, if that's going to eliminate me having to spend 30 minutes of my time scheduling, doing extra stuff, if that's going to help me save that per day, yeah, let me buy it. They look at time as an investment. The average person don't look at it like that. They look at it like they got to trade the time to get the check, right? So, white job, black job, right? If you ask me, it's all the same, and I'm going to filter everything through the Trump brain. Like, I feel like Trump and Dr. Umar are the same person. That's a good one, ain't it? That's a good one. I feel like Trump and Dr. Umar are the exact same person. I think the only difference is one is black and one is white. One has been the president and one is just like the president of the streets. He's the president of the streets. But I think we're out of that. We should be out of that. Hopefully everybody understand my stance, and if you don't, it's fine. It's cool. All right, now I did want to talk about a few things. Thank you for the text. I have to also add, I have merch. Yo, y'all listen. No More Poverty Music shirts are officially here. I got different colors. Let me show y'all this. We got the green and tan. Look at it, green and tan. Y'all can't see that like that. Y'all can't see it, but green and tan. Then we got the black and orange. Black and orange with the 7 goat. I'm gonna tell y'all about the 7 goat too. And we got the. I thought I was being slick. I couldn't do it that fast. And we got the multicolor. You know what I mean? I got the LGBTQ plus colors too. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got all that. So anyway. The 7 goat. So I came up with this idea for doing the 7 goat, and this is gonna this is getting us into our last subject. But I came up with the idea of doing a 7 goat, right? Because I was like, yo, I am Magneto 7, right? And I was born November 7th. You know what I mean? November's not the 7th month, but the day is the 7th, huh? That makes me a cool Scorpio. Like, I'm cool. But what I've noticed is a lot of people are coming up with merch, and they want to have some type of like initiative behind the merch. Me, I don't really care. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. I care to a certain extent. I do care to a certain extent. But I got merch now. And the seven goat is, I feel like biblically, this sounds like a narcissist. It sounds like a nerd. But biblically, the seventh is the number of completion, right? So I feel like whenever somebody gets to the number of completion, it's the seven. Like, so I feel like everybody is officially on their journey to complete something. Right? Everybody's on their journey to complete something. Some people might be on the journey to complete an album. Some people might be on the journey to complete the degree. Somebody might be on the journey to complete the AAA meetings because y'all been drinking too much. I'm praying for you, though. I'm praying for you, right? But everybody's on the journey to do something, and I feel like once you complete that journey, you've officially completed a seventh version of something. So that's why I call this seventh goat. That's the name of my product. You know? So if you want a seven goat piece of merch, I will have it on my website. Link is in the bio. Link is in the description on Patreon and on TikTok and Instagram. And well, not Facebook. Facebook, y'all just gotta hit me up. All right, last thing we're gonna talk about. I think I saw Portia. What's up, girl? What up? So last but not least, let's talk about this hit stuff. When I'm talking about hit stuff, I'm talking about the music business and hip hop, right? Music and business and hip hop. And it's not really an informal. This is not like a super informal piece that I want to end with. I just want to talk about it, right? If y'all haven't noticed, and maybe it's just me, y'all put it in all the chats. Maybe it's just me. Have y'all felt different about this summer? Like, do we all feel the Not Like Us record as a song, not as a Drake diss, but we feel it as a song right now, 2024, current day. We feel this record as a song. I don't feel like we have had a hip hop song to be on like top 40 radio for a long time. Like, when somebody's rapping. We haven't had that in a long time. So I wanted to present just some thinking points before I close everything out. But why do y'all think that we have not had a hip hop record to make top 40 radio in the past? I'm going to say maybe I can't even remember. What was the last hip hop record that we had with somebody that was rapping? Not singing, because I think when people think hip hop, right? When you think hip hop, when I think hip hop, I think of bars. I think of maybe a little bit of melody on the hook, but on average, I think of bars, right? When have we had a song where it was primarily rap that make top 40 radio? I'll wait for the comments, because I think this is a real good speaking point. It's a lot of weird things that's happened. And again, I say weird because I know what it is, but I don't want to put no. If I tell you what it is, it's going to start getting a real dark. I'm going to start going down a dark path that I don't want to end with. I don't want to end on a dark note. But see, our attention spans are way too short. That's what Teasy says on TikTok. There's no real appetite for lyrics. Interesting. He think it's so okay. If you think it's no real appetite for lyrics, why would you say the Kendrick and Drake beef ended the way it ended? And that's for Teasy on TikTok. The way it's ended, like, do you feel like people actually hate Drake, or do you feel like people were hungry for lyrics? That's because this is the thing. Both of them barred. Let's see, Common's new album is fire, but people aren't checking for it. So because the beef aspect, okay, I could get with that. Interesting. That's a deeper rabbit hole. I didn't want to end on a dark note. Lord Jesus, Lord, no Jesus. Big Jesus, save me. All right. So, Teasy said they were forced into it because of the insults. Interesting. That speaks volumes. All right, so everybody on TikTok, everybody on Patreon, that could not see TZ, y'all go follow him. TZ74. I knew it was a number, but I didn't know what the number was. But TZ74 on TikTok, what up? He said that originally he said he feel like people aren't hungry for lyrics. So my question to him was, why do you feel like they're not hungry for lyrics? And then I said, what would you say to the way the Kendrick and Drake battle ended? And then he said we were forced into the beef, like they're tuning in because the aspects of the beef, right? And they both responded to each other because of the insults. So I said, oh, that speaks volumes, right? So now I'm talking to y'all. What I think that means, if I'm hearing you correctly, I think that means we all need some woosah. Everybody need a mental health break. We need, and this is something else. I hate to go back to pandemic stuff and the C word, C19. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The whole C19, right? I hate to go back to that, but if y'all were watching me back then when I was just like I was a young lad starting the pod, just started out. Just started top of the pandemic, right? I remember saying while we were in the pandemic, I said, yo, at some point, I feel like we all need like a mental health, get back to yourself, connecting with people, like just get to a whole place all over again. Like just get to a nice, calm place, right? I still listen to Drake music then. All right, cool. Great point. Me too. Great point. But I think that speaks volumes because I think if everybody's hungry for beef and everybody's hungry for something negative, and everybody's hungry to see what the next shot is going to be, what's the next rapper that's going to get killed, what is the next person that's going to get robbed, what's the next person that's going to jail. Like if everybody is hungry for that type of content, oh, we ain't looking too good right now. We ain't looking too good right now because this is what I'm looking at. What happens musically to display that in art? What happens musically to display what we're hungry for, right? What we're hungry for. If we're actually hungry, because I ain't gonna front, like the baddies is thick, and I'm married, so I'm full married, right? But we like the baddies. The baddie, oh, she thick. She did. If your wife saw your Explore page, you're in trouble. Let's put it that way. If your wife saw your Explore page, it's a wrap. Like you're gonna be stuttering, bro. Just stop looking at that. Just go look at some houses. Look at some DIY projects. Look at some of this stuff. But anyway, if we're all hungry for that stuff, it ain't looking good. Cause what I always look at this. A good musician, like a really, really, really good musician that knows how to write songs and paint pictures through their music and know how to like story tell, those people, if they have to pull from the content that we're hungry for, if the content that we're hungry for is violence, robbery, thievery, scams, if we're hungry to see people get caught, the artists are going to only write songs based off of that stuff. And if the artists write the songs about the stuff, then it reinforces the same negative thing over again. So it's just a cycle and cycle and cycle and cycle. Woo! That's what I say. It's a deep hole. Let me see. Angela says, I think everybody needs a mental health break. Darius says, that's why so many kids are getting shot these days. Yeah. See? So tell me this. This is my last question. Last question. Do y'all think, and this is all the chats, do y'all currently think music reinforces action? Do y'all currently think music reinforces action? Let me see. T says, part deeply ingrained in social media culture. False. Falsified, yeah. Okay. So this is my thing. This is my thing. And I will tell you this too. This is why I love having it's the lowest common denominator. Good point. So this is, and this is, I'm gonna end on this. I'm gonna end on this one, and we can pay a little bit more bills, whatever. But I can remember when I worked on my 9 to 5, right? I remember working on my 9 to 5, and I had to get in the pickup truck, and it was me and my coworker. I normally had all white coworkers. Like we're talking about maintenance work and water mains and water meters and all this stuff, right? That was my 9 to 5. But I remember every time I would jump in one of their trucks, and they would have, I'm gonna say, a Reba McEntire playing, or they might have Coldplay playing, or they might have the Red Hot Chili Peppers, or they might have Johnny Cash. They have something else that's not hip hop. It's never hip hop, right? But I remember how I felt after I got out of the truck from riding with them for the whole day. Complete mood change. I would normally go to work, and I talk about the stuff the way I talk about it because I've been there. A lot of things I've already lived this stuff. So I'm like, I'm trying to help the youngins. I've already been there. But I was one of the people I hated my job at first when I first got the job. And I prayed for the job too. Ain't that just like us Christians? Pray for the job. Like, oh, Lord Jesus, please bless me with the job, Lord. I need the job so I can pay my bills, Lord. Get to work. I can't stand this job. These niggas up here just... We are so wishy-washy. We are lame as people. We are lame humans. But we gotta wrap up. All right, cool. Wrap it up. I'm not gonna dig. But everybody on YouTube, I appreciate you. Everybody on TikTok, I appreciate you. Again, everything is ready for you. Merch is ready for you. The music review for Monday is here. And thank you for the support. All right, till next week. Peace.